what's the outlook for Europe, and is regulation holding the continent back?
I think it is. Unfortunately, that's the fact today. And I hope now that I think it's a loud and clear message from industries in Europe, especially those depending on energy, as most of us are. And therefore, to deal with the energy crisis that we are facing in Europe being 3 times more costly for those taken, especially in the steel, cement, the petrochemical industry as an example, and that will lead to deindustrialization of Europe, where these industries will move elsewhere. So I'm concerned, as they are our customers and partners. I think that's important that message gets clearly across, so people or politicians and governments understands the outcome of the decision that has been made over the last 5 to 6 years.
So what's your message to European policymakers as the year gets underway? What can they do to improve the outlook?
Simplify, eliminate a lot of bureaucracy, and I think each legislation as such is set with good intentions, but it's when you take and you put everything together, it just becomes too much. It gets too complex, and I think it's just overdone on many fronts. So it needs to be a bit of a clear reset on legislation and let business get on with it. That's and because that will benefit both employment and businesses. So I think that's what needs to happen, and I hope now that we are able to get that message clearly across to everyone.
I wanted to talk to you about what's happening inside ABB as well. Back in October, you said the business wasn't firing on all cylinders after some mixed Q3 results. As 2025 gets underway, how confident are you that the business is now turning a corner? And what strategies are you putting in place in order to build on the loss of momentum that you admittedly saw?
Well, it was more when I said that we were firing out of kind of 3 out of 4 cylinders, or it's 3 out of 4 business areas that we divided the company. So, what is good, because we have done really well over the last 5 years, making very good progress. And I got the question, are you about the end of the road? And my response is, we are definitely not by the end of the road when it comes to performance improvement of ABB, because I know even the successful businesses have areas where they can improve. And that's kind of the confidence why I say that we can do even better than what we did in 2024. We'll publish the full year result next Thursday, so then I cannot talk to the details, but we will see for 2025 still a good growth momentum in line with we are in the long term 5 to 7% growth. That's what we communicated over Capital Market Day, and that's where kind of the range also what we're working on for the future. I see good, the whole trend of electrification, automation, digitalization is playing kind of in the center of what we do at ABB. So therefore, I'm confident in the long-term outlook for the company. And 2025 will be a year, of course, we need to deal with the changes that is happening. But our strengths and response to, because we often get kind of, what about tariffs? What about this? I mean, for us, often the key ingredients is to be what we call local for local. So we produce where our customer demand is, and that helps us to be more flexible in dealing with any changes there is in geopolitics or in new policies being implemented. That means we can support customers both with services and goods from where they want to buy, and I think that is one of the strengths of the company. And then we can deal with anything that is thrown at us. I think COVID, tariffs, the whole even energy crisis, Europe have shown that over the last years.